Easy Street, Steph Lover, and Chris, the Pitmaster.
No, I am not the pitmaster.
Exactly. Why are you gonna call that man the pitmaster?
Chris has no patience for barbecue. I'll eat it, but I'm classically French trained chef. I give me a hot pan.
But this
and
is
an
your
oven.
okay. Well, then why did you open up a barbecue spot?
It's a business opportunity.
Okay, smart man, get this money, man.
This was my entry level position into ownership in a restaurant.
Well
Something I always
said.
wanted to do. Somebody gave me an opportunity. I said, I'm gonna take it.
Well said.
Smart man. Who's mad at the
said.
money?
I try to be.
Not I.
Steph,
said
are
the
you mad at the
queen.
money?
No, never
I try
that.
to be. So I learned from my wife.
Oh, and she gave us the
hey,
full.
Candace.
I had to see
The
that. Let
full,
me
the full.
reenact that
Wow,
one.
the full.
All right, welcome to the Street Report podcast. We are live from Alexandria, Virginia. We are at Myron's. How you say this place?
Myron Mixon's Pitmaster Barbecue.
MMPPQ.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
That's how I do it.
Yo, Steph, you can't throw gang signs in Old Town.
Thank you, Iron. Thank you, Iron.
You can't throw gang signs in Old
right
Town.
about
You
that
can't throw
shit.
gang signs in
I'm
Old
just
Town.
saying. I mean,
You can't throw
dude.
gang signs in Old
Right,
Town.
we're in Virginia, and I had like one beer.
What's the Longhorns?
Chris, what was the beer something about the Golden Monkey?
Yes, Victory Golden Monkey. It's a Belgian triple. It's a little high on the alcohol content.
Hence
Acting
why
like you
your
don't know-
behavior's
Right.
like
Hence
that.
why my
Swallowing.
ass is
Acting
already
like you don't
wasted.
know what the hell
9%.
you're doing.
Wasted off of one beer. No, really, I'm serious. You know, I'm
It's
not a
9%.
drinker.
Oh, lightweight easy over here.
It's
All of
almost
sudden,
like a
he's
bottle of
easy.
wine.
Ain't a damn
in
thing
one-
Whoa,
changed.
whoa,
Steph
whoa!
Lover.
Stop! You said his carafe of beer was almost like a bottle of wine worth of
It's-
alcohol.
In terms of alcohol by volume, yeah, it's a 9%. Most wines run
That's
about.
not what the bartender just told me.
Well, of course he's not gonna tell you that. He just want to give you something good. But yeah,
So in other words, I
Technically,
might
you're
need to be the
drunk
person that drives us back. to
We are
Mara-
in Virginia.
All
Exactly.
right.
You are driving me back.
All right, there it is.
Highly
DJ
recommended.
Iron, Chris Bassett, Steph Lover's here.
Yay!
Candace, we'll get Candace on very shortly. Lola's right there, and also Javon.
Hey, Lola.
Thank you for tuning in. Want to remind you the Street Report podcast is available everywhere: iTunes, Google Play,
drink to that.
Spotify. Are you subscribed to my shit, Steph?
Yeah.
Come on. Oh hell no!
That was after the sip.
No. She almost choked, nigga.
I ain't joking. I'm a professional. Never. Not on camera.
Are you subscribed to my shit?
Yes. See?
Chris, are you subscribed?
Absolutely.
Don't lie, Chris. Oh yeah,
I'll show you right now.
Okay, you were on the episode with us.
Yes.
Which one was he on, Iron?
He was on the one where we spoke on issues of what do you say now?
the N-word.
N-word.
Okay, the N-word.
Which you used already.
Okay, exactly.
Right.
And
Which
I'm
you
gonna
used
say
already.
nigga many times
No.
during this
Oh.
podcast.
You refrained from using. You said you were
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look at this smile.
What do you think
this
this is?
smile.
We've
Look at
already
this.
done that podcast.
Look, my
He's not
vocabulary's
comedian,
been.
though. He just got roasted for, and he's married to an African American lady. But
Oh, you're talking about Gary Owens.
I don't know if they
He sent a
roasted him
tweet
for
out.
the N-word or they roasted him because the joke was whack.
Well, the joke was whack.
Both.
Let's follow his tweet right now. Let's find it. He
Well-
said something about
I like Gary too, but
I like Gary.
I don't. Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Do white people get offended by the cracker word or whatever derogatory white thing we can come up with, the white bread, the cornbread? I'm
it-
just wondering because we be real sensitive about the N word for good reason. But
No,
I'm just wondering on the flip side.
I mean, I don't.
what's a real dig? Hey, guy.
In all honesty, and
Not being
maybe
honest.
this is like some privilege shit. I don't know, but I don't.
Wow.
He said maybe.
I don't know if there's a
Yo,
word that
Steph,
affects
Steph,
that.
see, you're just getting to know Chris is gonna give you some
No,
wild
no,
shit.
no,
I
no,
want
no.
it.
I
I'm
figured it
fucking
out.
with him
I know the word.
What?
I'm it won't
Billy
apply.
Bob?
It won't
Don't
apply
let
to
him
him.
say it. He was right there. Damn, I'm on the edge.
I have the word, but I can't use it on him because it won't work.
What?
But I guarantee you, colonizer gets under their skin.
Oh,
I guarantee you, colonizer
I'm
gets
gonna
under
blow
their
somebody
skin.
up with that shit.
I guarantee you, colonizer
ahead,
gets
answer
under
the
their
question,
skin.
Chris.
That might. I find that to be amusing.
colonizing colonizer.
I bet that
It's
gets under their
possible,
skin.
but
I guarantee
What
it.
was you gonna say?
I was gonna say nothing. Like I don't get offended.
That's because you
I
got
don't know.
money, Chris. See, now he got a bag. Now, if he didn't have a bag, he would get super offended at.
Where's my bag?
Give me some real.
Where do I find this said bag? I hear about it often.
Wow.
I don't know where it is.
Wow, you are melon the
Candace,
challenge.
where's the bag? She know where the bag. I
Wait
bet
a
you
minute.
She know. Oh,
Yo, she
She threw the ring up. She said, "It's the bag.
But look, did you hear him?
It's
The
gone.
bag is secure."
Look. Someone's simply saying said bag. My brother.
Said bag. I don't know where said bag is.
See, so that's the thing.
Oh my God.
See, that's the thing. Like he just said that he don't get offended. They don't get nobody gets. We the only ones that gets offended. So I think if we somehow could desensitize that, where you know what I'm saying, we didn't get so offended.
Then we needed you for that conversation
That's crazy.
because, in my opinion only, I don't want us to get desensitized to the word.
Exactly. Please don't
I
go
don't
there.
want
We've already had that conversation with Iron. Here's the tweet.
Sorry.
Here is the tweet by
Amazing.
Gary Owens. If
What did Gary
Portland's coach would say the N-word, that would be the perfect time. That N-word just hit that shit. Wow. This is in reference to Dame Lillard's last shot, the walk-off three-pointer against OKC.
No. I just think that the joke altogether. The
It
joke
wasn't
was funny.
funny. It
If
wasn't
the
funny.
joke is funny. It's funny. Black, white, green, yellow. Funny's funny. That wasn't funny.
You're correct. It wasn't that funny, and it just, first of all, I don't think
it
that
was a
could have
reach.
landed right.
Right.
That couldn't have landed
It
right.
wasn't funny.
Hey, E, I thought you was filtering. He said N-word. He didn't even say the.
He just said N-word.
He said N-word.
Come on, Gary's
I
a
thought he
smart
said-
guy.
Okay.
He
I
already
thought
knows
the
what's up.
smoke was he said the word.
So he didn't say it.
Oh, leave that guy alone.
Right.
Come on.
He did it. So if we go back to the conversation we had where Kendrick was upset because the white girl came on stage and she said the word.
Send the
would've
lyrics.
if she would have edited herself and said N-word or whatever without saying the word, I don't know if you get mad
would've-
about
yeah,
that. It's,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Right. Well,
It's
we're
a
not-
sticky subject.
We're not
Let's-
going to
let's just
redo
say-
that podcast.
Right.
Well, let
We're
me-
not going to
we're not. But let me end it on this. We're not going to redo
Hurry up
it.
and end it on this then, nigga.
Damn.
Okay.
Ignorance and beauty of black people.
Let me tell you something.
Boy,
This message is for all colonizers. Don't let that N-word get you jumped.
Thank you, Iris.
Okay?
Fair
That
enough.
N-word can
And
get you
Candace
jumped.
got her finger up.
Don't let that N-word get you jumped.
Candace got her finger
Don't
up
let
like
it happen.
Agreed.
Okay.
You've been warned.
Moving right along. So we have a number of topics that we're just going to be skating over, having fun with. And Iron made a list. Okay, since we're talking about race,
The naughty
this
or nice
current
list.
situation is going on in Washington, D.C. with the whole Don't Mute D.C. and Go-Go Hurts My Ears. And then you got the situation
my
at Howard
God,
University.
so does bullshit.
Both of you went to Howard University
Yes.
in regards to the
You
dogs peeing on the
too?
streets.
And Candace.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
That's what
Angel.
you know.
Stop
Say that
it.
so bad.
Okay, so let's start off with Steph Lover.
Listen,
Your thoughts and feelings on this whole thing,
Thank you, Easy, for
especially
bringing
in
that up
regards
first.
to the dogs peeing on
because the
the
alcohol
yard.
is just kicking it, even though it's light. Let me tell you something. Like
Talk to the
anybody that ever went to Howard, like I don't know a lot of people that join sororities and fraternities at Howard because going to Howard is a sorority, is a fraternity.
Well
you
said,
understand what I'm
Steph
saying?
Lover.
You don't have to join anything. Going there is you've joined, you know? So it's super offensive to me years later. I don't even go there anymore. But I'm so connected with Howard, the grounds, the people. I'm super offended that somebody would think that little of where I went to school and got my education that you would let your dog shit where I would
And
lay,
piss.
where I would lay my I laid on those
on the
grounds.
AKA tree, on the Kappa tree.
So you know, and then I think that guy that was even
Oh, that
was
weirdo.
more offensive
I
saying
think you
Move
need
the
to you
school.
need to move the campus.
How about
you know,
just
it's
move?
just like stuff like that really just still tells us that look, we really need to have more open forums, more discussions because for him to even have that thought process, the camp has been there since what, 1886? If
Yeah,
I'm not correct.
right.
67.
Where are they moving to? Where are they moving to? Where we going? We ain't going nowhere.
I would agree. I mean, to say move the campus is an ignorant statement. Just to start.
He
But the
deactivated
whole-
his whole everything.
Yeah, he
might
did.
I add
He's canceled.
that.
But how is he going to feel? I mean, not that houses over there have a lot of yard, but what if somebody was walking their dog and let him shit on his doorstep? How's he going to feel about? I mean, I liken it to the same thing. Like it is a campus, a college campus, and I didn't go to an HBCU, but a college campus in general is a sanctuary for the students. It's a place where they should be able to go be themselves. You're learning about yourself in college, and to have to worry about somebody walking there, like where everyone hangs out. and just to let an animal defecate, use the bathroom, whatever you want to call it, that's your space. That is your space. That is a student's space. It has no business there. None. Now, I was talking to Candace. We had a conversation about it, and we're looking at other campuses in the D.C. area. So you got George Washington, you got American, you got
that shit ain't
Gallaudet.
popping off in Georgetown.
Right, but the only campus in D.C. that is closed is Gallaudet. Now that probably has to do because it's a hearing impaired college, and they need to protect those students. But I think all those universities need to be protecting those students. They should all be closed campuses. I mean, at what other campus anywhere in the world?
I think part of the
I don't like that. That makes it. I don't want to say like a jail, but no, it shouldn't be closed. Why? Like,
closed to the sense that the average person.
I think it should be a little bit more regulated. Obviously, people got to have IDs, but that goes to the students. Like, stopping the students. Do you go here? Like, say you go there. Like, I know white people that went to Howard.
Where you from,
How would you
cuz?
feel like every time?
Where your grandma
you came
from,
through, they
cuz?
was
It's the
shaking
same
you
thing.
down. I'll be
Fair
like,
enough,
leave
right.
Chris
Right.
goes here. You bugging.
I got you, yes.
It's this domino thing that, I'm not. No, I think that guy and those people, if you're gonna buy around that, like, look, when you go and move into a white neighborhood, a suburban, a rural, you have to abide by the rules of the area you moved into. If I
HOA.
move to Calabasas, I can't be all this. I gotta, I'm in Calabasas. I gotta tighten up. I gotta remind myself of where I'm at. Same thing in Howard. We're not saying you can't live there, but you can't change the area because you moved there. That's not right.
Absolutely, Stephen. Also, what I think it placates to me is that bottom line is you just showed us that you don't respect us. It's a respect issue,
Right?
Because it basically speaks on what your thoughts are. Like, oh, this happens to be that's their college. We can do that here. You wouldn't do that in a Walmart. You wouldn't let your dog poop in a Walmart. So it lets me know that their respect level of the university. But to your point, Chris, I don't want it to be a closed issue like that because my first Howard University experience was not as a Howard University student at the
On
time.
campus.
I went to high school across the street at Banneker Academic High. My first time at Howard University, I went over there to use the library as a junior, and that helped me. Like, yo, I'm going here. I want to go here. So that experience opened up to. So I don't want it to be closed.
Sure. No,
but Steph hit on the most important piece. But please understand that to respect, these are hallowed grounds, and you need to respect it. Understand that the same way our behavior at our home versus our behavior at our grandmothers, it's slightly changed out of respect. Nothing more.
And
it doesn't even have to be written. Grandma does not have a list of do's and don'ts as soon as you walk in. You just intrinsically know I am to respect grandma's house, and I act accordingly.
I hate the way they're trying to just make it so black and white. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because there's
You mean the media, right?
Yes, like how they trying to like divide it like, no, it's not like that. Like, I went to school with white students at Howard that wanted that experience or went to the law school. I took classes at Georgetown. Don't do that. It's not about that. It's about what you just said. It's about respect. Like, goddamn well this is a education of higher education. Why the fuck would you walk your dog? There's a park right across the street.
Right.
Like, why would you do that? That just
You
shows
have your
the
own
disrespect.
You have your own grass too.
Yes.
You could do that.
That's what's baffling to me about all of this. It's like you gotta cross the street. It's a narrow little strip of street near the university. You literally have to cross a whole goddamn highway to get to Howard to walk your dog. When you could stay over there and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the part that's just
my
bugged out
last
to
piece
me.
that I'll add to it is that it speaks to a lot of, and I guess as we go further is with the Mute DC piece as well, it speaks to what I call a bunch of microaggressions. We're dealing with a lot of new DC residents that operate in a very passive aggressive thing. They're not going to do anything as blatant as literally throw you the middle finger because they see you. But what they do are these small acts of aggression that multiple small acts of aggression that in turn turn out to be these bigger pieces.
Well, you know how the Mute DC thing
Right, and
started.
I'm glad that
Of
you
course.
mentioned that.
It started with just a noise complaint.
That's where we're going right now, and I'm glad that you brought up the Mute DC situation because my next question in regards to all of this is it over? We had the Mute DC situation. We had the president of Howard University come out and say, "Look, your dogs are banned. You can't come on the campus." Is it over,
banned the
do you
bitches.
think that there's
No.
going
See
to
that,
be?
Candace? Ban the bitches.
Are they going? Are there going to be more
no.
instances?
I wish that could happen.
Steph, let me ask you this: do you think there's going to be more instances that, or more situations
what?
that are related
Yes.
to gentrification?
E,
Hold
I-
on, Steph Lever first.
One quick thing with that Mute DC. I think it actually woke up like a lot of the residents that are here, like, oh shit, they're very passionate about this place. Like, you know, I think it woke them up a little bit. I don't think they was ready for that kickback. Because like I said, I heard it started with a noise complaint to T-Mobile directly, then it came down to Metro P, you know, like shit rolls downhill. So they thought it was going to quickly be resolved. But the kickback, I think they're a little bit like, oh shit, like we didn't expect that. You
These
know?
niggas is real.
Yeah, like we didn't expect that. But now that it's front and center, we have to respect that.
Well, Steph, I'm gonna tell you where my part of it. The noise complaint, that's a big lie. You want to know why? How do you have a noise complaint when you live a block and a half from a hospital? So if noise was an issue for you, why would you move a block and a half with a hospital that has ambulances going in and out of it 24 hours a day, 7 times a day? And your noise complaint is that go?
conspiracy shit, yeah.
No, that's not conspiracy. Don't play me. I'm not dumb.
Or
I'm not dumb. Don't play me
or
like I'm
when
dumb.
you went into those doors to try to get an apartment at the Shea, the music was playing. You had to hear the music if it was during the daytime because
we're gonna take care of that
like
shit
that.
right
they've always
away.
played go-go.
But it's 3,500. Let me
I
tell
would
you
say that
something.
was
They're gonna
just
turn
knowing
that
the
shit
hospitals
down.
I'm just saying, knowing the hospitals there, you know you're gonna hear that. But somebody, purposely putting the speakers outside to play that music, you think you could do something about it. But to answer your original question, unfortunately, I don't think that is the end of it. I think there's going to be more. I mean, you look at the man sitting in the White House right now. It's what he's bred from day one. Is that dissension, that separation of people. He is. A lot of people will say that's not what he's doing or whatever, or indirectly. He is a very
Piece
good.
of
Well, yeah, I would agree with that as well. But he is a
We in Virginia.
He's a very good speaker in terms of saying things in a way that other people can run with and make an argument out of something. So I don't think it's the end. I think it's a matter of time before it's the next issue. First it was the music, then it's a dog. Next who knows what it's going to be.
Right.
But I promise you it's going to be something.
That's my thing. What is it going to be next? Because we know petty.
Mambo sauce. Why?
You might be right.
Ketchup or mustard. Pick one. Y'all can't have mambo
we
sauce.
can't have no
Then
mambo
Niggas
sauce.
are gonna lose their mind. That's when it's gonna be anarchy.
It's the level of petty is going to increase.
Mambo sauce. What else? What else would piss off the black community
That's it.
in Washington D.C.? You take away their go-go. You take away their mambo sauce. What else could make them upset?
I don't know. Shit. At this point,
Crazy.
they already mad at Capitals law. So
Right,
it's already
right.
in a frenzy.
All caps.
It's going to be tonight's draft pick for the Redskins.
Well, that is a whole nother story. I don't even know if we want
You
to
know
go
the
in
weird
that
thing about the
direction.
draft? There's more women watching that have no love of sports watching the draft right now.
See where the money look.
They are.
Oh,
What
don't-
they say?
don't-
Follow the money.
They're choosing
Don't
right
let-
now. Ladies
don't-
are choosing
Don't let
right
Steph
now.
Lover get started on that
no,
topic.
no.
Ladies
Let
are
me tell you
choosing
something.
right now, Steph.
Go ahead, Steph.
Let me, because I'm in the sports arena. These new athletes is savvy, boy. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got crack mamas no more. You know what I'm saying? They got well-educated mamas. They be telling them financial stuff that, you know what I mean? It's
Like what?
like invest and stay away from the hoes. You know what I'm saying? It's different nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just
But
saying.
how do you teach that when the owner of the Super Bowl champs is in massage
Getting the
parlors?
happy. Hey.
And there's video
His
footage.
wife departed early.
That's right.
So what is he supposed to do to soothe his?
To release.
Just because you got a ring does not mean you get to get your slurp and burp everywhere you decide you want to
Hey,
go.
I bet he's a great tipper.
There's supposed
you
to
know
be
him.
video. There's supposed to be
I
Look, he's
video.
singing it lonely. I'll let you go.
Oh my God.
Take one for the team.
Oh, my
Literally. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my
Now you know what?
God.
I want to see the video, yo. Because
I do want to
I
see the
don't.
video too.
I hate
I
to
don't.
say it.
I
I'm
don't.
a creep.
don't.
I want to see.
I do too.
I don't.
I want to see if Robert Kraft.
Is
Guy-
he doing the champagne thing? What's happening? Look,
I want to say too much.
You know you want to see the video.
Isn't his girlfriend like 35?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
He got a girlfriend.
Isn't he the one the girlfriend had a baby by somebody, but he ain't the daddy? But he claiming that's the he the baby.
Well, good for him. So that's why he's slurping burp. He's getting his
Slurping
slurping
burp.
Byron, are you
Yeah.
saying if the video
Rich
comes
people
out
with
tomorrow,
money,
you're not going to
man.
watch it? Hold on, let's get right into it.
I
Byron,
will.
if the video comes out tomorrow and it's on Twitter when you wake your ass up, you're not going to watch it. Yes or no?
I'm gonna watch it like this.
No, no. Iron's gonna watch it and lie to you about watching it.
Okay, Chris.
No, I'm just not gonna watch it. I have no desire.
I'm gonna watch it and then lie about it.
He go.
And you wake up.
I have
you
no.
don't need to see this.
I have no desire to watch him get rubbed down, finished off, and whatever else they did in
Finished
that room.
off.
Okay, Chris.
Like,
Okay, Steph. Keep it 100.
Listen, I want to see if.
Steph.
Listen, he got $1 billion. I want to see what he working with.
Steph want to see what $1 billion
I wanna
chum
see
was
what
like.
$1 billion
What $1 billion chum look like?
I ain't never seen $1 billion. Yo,
Oh, $1 billion chum.
Fair
I'll
enough.
ask the follow-up
$1 billion
question.
chum.
Fair enough.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it just like I watched the R. Kelly tape. You know you didn't see the R. Kelly
was
tape?
tape.
I'm not gonna lie. It was
The first one.
wow. Steph said volume 1 or 2.
This nigga
okay.
got a
Did you see the one that came with the 3D glasses? Did you get that one?
It's like he got a Godfather.
You watched the
joint.
R. Kelly tape
I saw the R. Kelly tape in the barbershop, and I was like,
in the barbershop.
Yeah, when
yeah,
it
when it
was
first
in the
came
bar-
out?
when it first
Oh,
So they had it on
everybody said-
DVD?
Yeah, everybody's watching it in
that
the barbershop,
shit
like,
everywhere.
yo. But I'm gonna be honest with you, people weren't watching it for arousal. Everyone
It
was
was
trying
like
to.
you couldn't believe
Everybody was trying to
it.
see. Is that
Is
a
that
little
really?
girl? Is that a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
girl? Like you're fixed on it just to see if she was young. It wasn't about any arousal.
It was another tape of y'all remember it was a chick in a barber chair but she was grown. That went to the side. Everybody focused on the younger, Sparkle's cousin or niece or what have
Since
you.
we are on the topic of Chicago,
Sparkle and R. Kelly.
can we
just sound
change directions and talk about Jussie Smollett
What about him?
nasty. Well, they're trying to. He
and the
wants to be back on the
situation
show.
and the situation
I
with
don't know, but wait a
Empire?
minute, who believes him? Like
I don't.
Okay, thank you, Steph. That is the question. Let's one by one. Ask him. Ask him to his face.
I don't know. I don't believe
know.
him. I don't believe him.
I don't. It's
Steph,
hard for me to fathom
Steph.
somebody is that thirsty when you on top like that. That's crazy.
Steph, let me tell you why you know that people are that thirsty. Right now, attention is a currency. It's an actual currency. Now, here's the sad part about it. Ain't no way in the world anybody gonna keep on a noose for evidence. We're not doing that. We're not gonna keep on a noose for evidence purposes. Steph, that's a reach.
Yo,
That's a reach.
I don't know.
And
Chris, what you think?
I mean, there's so many stories and revelations and changes and twists. I don't know. I think I told Candace that I thought he was full of shit. Like, I just don't see it. But there,
I think I'd have believed him if he was white, though. I'm not even gonna lie, because white people be making the wild shit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because he black, I'm like, nigga,
Wow.
like you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just saying, us as
Wow.
black, we really be like trying to get to the truth. You know, white people see the truth as their version. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
this is true.
So
This is-
I would have believed him off the bat. Oh shit, he got attacked by 2 Africans. Oh shit, that's terrible. This nigga right here.
But see, but also, but
See, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Steph,
know, man.
if you start unpeeling the onion, it just looks like. Let me get this right. I don't
looks
know
crazy.
a Subway. I don't know a
Oh.
Subway open after 1 o'clock.
Definitely
What
not.
He
Subway
was
scene-
going to get some
what-
sausage. He
No,
wasn't
no,
going to get no
he was looking.
Subway.
He was looking.
Thank you, Steph, for keeping it 1,000.
He was going to get
Hey.
sausage. You don't know sausage run when you see one, Iron.
Look,
You
he
been
also
on the
needed
sausage
his
run
slurpee.
before,
Yo,
I'm
especially,
sure.
and did you see the
I was
picture
on a
of those
tuna run.
Nigerian guys? They were big buff ass dudes.
How you
Right.
mistake that for white people with Magna hats?
They was on Twitter.
That's the
Those
first
niggas
red
had their
flag.
shirts off yesterday, son.
No.
I don't know.
Come on.
But my ideology is why.
That's
like
my
I always
question.
try to be like this. The doc. Why would you do this? Why would
Ratings?
you risk all of
Thank
this?
you.
Ratings.
Thank you. Thank you.
But
Ratings for
there's
the
too
show?
much. It's too much technology, bro. Like, come on.
Steph-
he was trying to get caught on camera. Do y'all know that? It
Yes.
just so happened that they went to somewhere where it was no cameras. He was trying to get this shit on camera.
Steph,
so that's to me.
Steph,
it's
you're
like,
playing into what I'm saying. I honestly, and you know, and I, of course, this is my own speculation. Lee Daniels is part of that story. I don't think
Lee
it's
Daniels got
I-
the gay superhero
I-
trying to
I
come
don't-
out.
Oh my God, here we go. Save that. Save that shit. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I'm completely lost at this point.
Life
Like,
imitate
I
art.
don't know anything about any superheroes.
You ain't see the
and
gay
we dead.
superhero with
We're gonna talk about that next.
I haven't heard about that yet, but again, like you said, Steph, you are on a show that is popular, especially within the
Chris,
community.
talk about it.
Why are you doing what? And Candace said no. She believed him at first because she was like, he is a likable guy. He has
We
all
all
this going
did.
for him. But why would he?
We all did.
It doesn't
That's
make any
like
sense.
y'all on the Housewife show and y'all really ain't married. Get the fuck. Like, what the fuck? How you on the show
What are you
about
talking about?
marriage and
What are you
lifestyle
talking
and
about?
y'all ain't married?
Stevie J and Jocelyn did that.
That's a whole other ratchet situation. We knew
that.
they did that.
They did that.
I'm just saying, like, could you? That's what they're saying. Like, why would you risk that? Just
I don't
there's
understand.
something missing.
Right.
It's something.
There is something off, but
and I feel real quick. I just feel bad for the gay community. He fucked them up.
Yeah,
with
he
that.
did. He did.
And as he could to the grave, that happened to me, nigga. You was a lie. And the next person that pop up and that really happened, something like that.
We got
happened,
questions.
I take this back to the Tawana Brawley shit.
Oh, Tawana Brawley. Reverend Al Sharpton.
That's some
New
old
York City.
shit, Chris. But
Oh.
she put it out there that something happened to her. So for years, girls down the line, that something happened to you, it was less believable because
Sure.
of Tawana Brawley.
Right.
You know, and she to this day, I don't even think she ever admitted,
Right.
but all the evidence pointed to.
I heard she was in the DMV
She went
too.
to Howard.
She went to Howard.
Yeah, I heard
went
she
to
was.
Howard.
Yeah, I heard that
remember
Tawana Brawley was in the
I
DMV.
almost
She went
fell
to
out.
Howard.
Swear to God, like
Crazy. She
went to
But
Howard.
that's what I equated. That's what he did. He did that to the gay community, so he could ride that wave all he want. But come on, he
Okay.
fucked him up.
This is the very last Chicago connection.
Okay, here we go.
Kanye West live at Coachella having
Jesus.
Sunday service.
Iron looked like he want to jump
Iron,
all over that.
Iron, please go first before you interrupt everybody else on
Church,
the fucking
Iron.
panel.
I am a fan of Kanye West. Not a fan of some of his latest movements. Kanye, that doesn't mean you might have the gift of it, but I don't think you should do it because you're
You wouldn't go to Kanye's church?
absolutely not.
Why, Iron?
I won't go to Kanye's church because not like
You
I
went to
think he's a-
Mace Church.
I did not go to Mace's church. Please believe me, I wasn't to Mace's church. I didn't go to Mace's church either. Trust me.
Bad boy. You make me
Trust
feel
me.
so good.
It's a tide.
The whole enchilada.
Pastor Murder Mace.
Pastor Murder.
Pastor Murder Mace.
Remember that?
But no, Kanye, that won't be your calling. And if you really want to help the church, do it behind the scenes. I would be more prouder of you to find out that all these amazing things happened at a church, and unbeknownst to us, you were doing it. You're too much of an attention needer for it. And next month, you won't want to have a church. We can name 1,000 things you wanted to do, and simply when the
He
mood
gonna
is
take
gone,
over the Bunny
you went
Ranch
away.
next year. Didn't the dude pass
Chris,
away?
are you going to Kanye's church? Are you buying it?
Not. No. And I'll go the opposite way. I'm actually not a fan of Kanye. For whatever reason, I'm not really a fan of anything that's come out after 2004. But that's me personally. But I mean, like you said, he
gangsta.
attention. There's a lot of attention. You got the whole Kardashian situation there. His alliance, not alliance. Maybe he's still aligned with Trump. Who knows? I mean, there's just a lot of things that go on with Kanye that are unexplainable. And
That's part of his
it's-
genius.
I mean,
Chris.
I guess if it's genius, sure. I mean, good for him. But
Genius in one
I
spot.
don't think that
it
Kanye's
just-
a
I don't-
genius.
Your genius in music does not translate to your genius in other places.
Also very
Iron,
true.
thank you.
Hold on.
Iron.
Y'all missing the whole point of all of this shit. Y'all,
he's
see,
securing the bag.
Yes!
Steph.
Y'all are missing. Listen,
Steph, we're talking about the church. That's the last thing we want to
listen
talk
to
about
me.
is
Just
securing
listen
the
to me, though,
bag.
for real,
Right.
Yes, Steph Lover,
Come
please
on.
go.
Kanye is an entertainer. Let's not forget that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
he could flip and become a pastor and all that. He's an entertainer. He is
just wants to
selling
not pay
them-
taxes.
Them church shirts. He got out there church clothes. Nothing less than $165. He knows his market. He knows he's in Coachella. He know that if he was in Brooklyn, there'd be knockoffs 2 booths down. He knows. I love that about him. Nigga, Now the church part, as far as going there to get saved and believe, come on, I'm going there to see what the fuck, what kind of cult shit y'all got? Exactly. Everybody, can I get a sweatsuit, jumpsuit shit?
But I don't want to play around with
that's
church.
just me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. And how much is that shit?
I need to see.
I don't wanna
but
play around
besides
with
that,
that.
like, Ira, come on,
I
ain't
don't wanna
nobody
play around.
really,
But
really.
listen,
Go ahead,
the-
Chris.
The church is
I
really
don't wanna
big
play
in the
around
black
with that.
community,
Crazy
right?
Kanye.
Right.
It's huge in the black community. It's like a sacred thing. Like I grew up Catholic, and whatever, people show up, they don't show up. It is what it is. But I feel like the black community holds the church in such high regard.
It's an institution, yeah.
Why would someone want to go there for entertainment purposes for Kanye?
Well, I'll say this. You are entertained in the black church. That's number
Yes,
one.
yup.
There's a band there, and it is entertainment value. The way you dress, there's a
the hats,
there's a
yes.
sprinkle of that in the name of Jesus. But Kanye, though,
Hats in the name of Jesus. Keep going.
but Kanye doing it, that's the problem that I have. I mean, we know that he's a believer. He did
It'll turn church
Jesus
into a
walks.
circus. It'll turn it into a circus.
I'm with you. It's a
circus.
If Kanye West hadn't have done some of the other things that he's done in the past to get attention, I would not say that.
Now y'all know that God protects the babies and the crazies. Y'all know that. He not a baby, so think about it, Iran. Like I don't think he's faking. Like I think like he, the end of the situation is to get to the bag. He know he got to keep Kim happy. He know what time is it with that. But I really do think that a little bit of this is, he's going through shit. And if this is his therapy, hey,
But you
I'm
go-
there.
but
You
you
know
go
what I
through-
mean?
but
Is
the-
there a price for entry? No, I'm not with that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go on the mountain and chill. But
see, that's just it. When going through something, and we've all gone through something, going through
he's
something.
sharing though. He's sharing.
But the biggest process of going through something is literally your ability to deal with it inside yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If he's going through something, I'm all for you going through something.
Everybody's
but
different. He's an outward guy. He's an outward guy.
But it's not about being outward. I put it this way
know, he
again. I'm not here for the show.
Well, that's where me and you differ.
I'm not
I
here
get
for the
it.
show.
I get it. Thank you, Iron. Speaking of the show, our friend, our girl,
Who's that?
Wendy Williams.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's not my girl.
Ooh.
She going.
Oh.
She going through it right
Things to say
now.
about Wendy though.
Here we go.
What?
Wendy's going through it right now. We know that it's official. She's going to be divorcing her husband.
Damn, that was hard for you to say. God damn.
The D word? Yeah, it's pretty much over between them. She's fired him from the show. Apparently, he got some other woman pregnant, allegedly, and there's
Apparently,
it's
he got
it's
a whole baby.
The baby's here. The baby got a last name Hunter.
Well,
the baby's here.
That's
Down the block from Wendy. God damn.
That's just for legal purposes. Is this going to
Allegedly.
change
It's gonna be
Wendy
a
at
boring
all?
situation.
Considering the fact that she's made a bag off of talking about everybody else's business, now she's in the limelight.
Yeah,
Steph.
she talked a little bit about my business too,
Ooh, wait a
And
minute, hold on.
to
Before you answer then, what happened?
To avoid a lawsuit, I couldn't afford to smack her. Let's just say that, because if I could have afforded it,
What's the story? Well, we got the exclusive. What
I'm
happened
saying?
between you
know
and
what I'm
Wendy?
saying? Not between us, but for what she do, she talks. She run her mouth about other people's shit, and when you don't know the whole story, and it's like Sports Center, you just put out the highlights. You think you got the whole story, but you don't. So it's not about me; it's about her. When the story first came out, I giggled my ass off. Like, good for her. Because she has been doing this for years, fucking up people's marriages.
She made a mint off of this
business,
shit.
But it's not like, it's nothing that's already out there, but she's so vicious with it, how she'll, lay it out. It'll be the
How
same
you
story
doing?
I'll tell,
How you
and
doing?
she'll tell, and her shit'll be like, you done killed somebody, Chris, you know what I'm saying?
so you
like,
feel
on
like-
Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Like, she'll make the shit crazy, right? So
Yes.
that part of me, I was like, good for her ass. Even as a woman, because it's only a handful of us in this entertainment business that's really, and she's, up there. She's, fucking Oprah, and she's on that food chain. So at first, good for her ass, because all the shit she did. But then just seeing her break down, the alcohol, her son, it didn't sit right with me as a woman. I'm not that cold-blooded. Maybe in my 20s, I'd have kicked her ass. on the
Yeah,
on the
you were
sneak
the-
under the pile.
The old Steph lover.
Yeah, but that really it bothered me to like I really wanted her to get out of that. I was actually cheerleading for like Wendy, you gotta leave this nigga. Like when she was showing up to work with him and he, kind of like I was just it was bothering me like
Abusive,
sis,
toxic.
You gotta snap out of this shit. Your son gotta talk you out. Somebody help this lady. You know what I mean?
Have you heard the latest part that he might be
Poison
poisoning
shit
her?
that-
Allegedly.
Alleged. I
Poison,
mean,
what?
Y'all niggas
He
use
might
the
have
A word.
allegedly been poisoning her.
but you know what?
Wendy.
It's a shame. It goes to a deeper problem, especially with us and the black women. So many single mothers. It's hard to let go, even when a nigga doing you wrong. She knew that. Come on, God damn it! Like I'ma keep it funky. She knew that nigga was. We all do. It's your level of acceptance. Are you ready to accept it? She might be ready because her son is on the way out the house. Sometimes you do crazy shit for the kids. Everybody know that. Everybody in this
True.
room that has kids, besides Javon, shooting blanks all his life.
Wow.
Everybody
Chris
know.
raised his hand up
Chris,
like-
Chris, you got children.
I do.
Just not with
I
her,
do.
right?
Correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
But what I'm saying is, it's just like everybody know you do wild shit for your kids, and that's the end of the story, man. Like I feel bad for her, but I'm glad she's on the right track. I don't know her. Like I said, I feel like she did me dirty running her goddamn mouth one time. But for me, I think the universe squared her up because that was filthy what he did to her.
Was
That
it the
wrong.
universe though, Chris? Do
That
you
was
think it was the
filthy
universe?
what he did
I
to
mean,
her,
do we
bro.
do we
That was
really
filthy.
reap what we sow? Was it karma?
It's an interesting word
That
to
nigga
use.
about to be Mary J. Blige's husband, broke and crying in a minute. Watch. I'm telling you. Go ahead,
I mean, I don't know what he does outside of Wendy, so yeah, he might be. But the universe
find
and
out.
karma. I mean, yeah, I do believe that. I do believe the person that you are and what you project is what you're going to get back. So maybe that her whole situation played out in the public eye, and maybe she didn't know how to deal with it then, knowing that was going to come back. Maybe, like you said, made her bag, got her bag, made her career on talking about everybody else, and then
She
finally
was in denial, though, Chris.
Right,
She
that's
was-
what I'm
that
saying.
nigga-
And she probably saw it head on and was like, damn. Everything I've said about everybody, this is now happening to me. I
Everything.
don't know how to deal with it. And a lot of people choose alcohol and drugs to hide that pain.
Well, I want to add.
I think
I
it
want
was cocaine too, though. No,
to cocaine. But,
Allegedly.
well, let me pose a question. Let me let's go a little further in. So, and clearly we've seen throughout history, there are relationships that have survived stuff like that. There are relationships that have survived.
This ain't one of them, though.
The Kennedys?
We don't know. We don't know. We all know people who got all the way look like they're about to get divorced and say, you know what? Let's fix this. I want to go around the table and say, do you guys believe that something of this magnitude is repairable, minus the poisoning? Okay, I know that sounds insane.
I mean,
Allegedly
look,
tried to kill her.
arsenic, nigga.
Minus the
Allegedly
poisoning.
tried to
I can
kill
give you
her.
an example. Look at Lala and Mello. Keep it funky. You know what I mean? But I think their situation, not to compare, but I have to, is a little different in essence that Mello's not active with the side baby, allegedly. Alleged side baby.
Thank you.
He's not active, whereas Kevin, they going on vacation. This girl had a relapse and you on vacation with the side jump. Like,
In her
what
Ferrari.
are you doing?
In a Ferrari you bought.
Like that to me, it's like, wow.
Spending my money for this
It gets
other
to,
one?
It just get to a point where you like, even you just don't want to see that as a female. Like even y'all got guy code. Females are really catty, but it's to a point where like even from a distance, I was like, damn, oh my God. I mean, how much more can this lady take? She gonna fuck around, kill herself. She gonna like she's she was giving me them vibes.
Right. Well, I was a little afraid too because I've never seen Wendy rattled like this, and it was very obvious by of course, she was taking off.
Remember when she fell out on her show?
Yeah,
I
she fell out on the
laughed when that shit
show.
happened, all that shit. I was
You
laughing.
you was laughing.
In the statue.
Because it was like, oh, this bitch,
Yeah.
But this.
Now,
Everything is-
now we see
Oh,
that
wow.
all of this stuff was
this-
intertwined.
I don't know if you could come back from. I mean, I would like to say that me personally, I don't know that I could recover from something like that. Like in my first marriage, there were some infidelity issues as well. But once a kid comes into it,
You got to say
it's
a
hard.
whole baby.
a whole baby.
Yes.
My
the whole
gosh.
baby born
Like there's
last
such thing
name
as
and
half
everything.
baby.
there's a half
Like there's a
baby.
half baby. You brought a half baby into this.
Not a
world.
half
Oh,
baby.
baby.
I mean
The
that.
whole baby.
I don't
Hey, we got
know
the
how
number
you.
one
And don't-
selection.
and don't-
Quarterback Kyler Murray, real quick from Oklahoma, went to the Cardinals.
The Cardinals,
Okay.
number 1 overall.
And
Josh
everybody
Rosen,
knew
what are we
that.
gonna do?
We already knew that shit.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you come, reconcile that sort of thing. I don't think I could.
I don't think so either, man. I
If
mean,
you
that's-
slide in somebody DM is over. Shit.
done.
So a whole baby, like a whole baby.
The whole
and you have
That's
to
so
take the L
crazy.
out. It's whole.
whole
Ho.
baby.
Ho.
That's
Oh,
just,
baby.
I mean, I don't know. Like that's. He
I
had
know
her for 15
I
years.
feel for
Shit.
her, but again, I don't want to call it karma. But again,
It is
the
karma.
But the energy you put out tends to be the energy.
It
that
is
comes
karma.
back. So,
Agree.
Absolutely. That is the wrap for part 1 of the Street Report podcast.
That's a whole episode.
being
It's a
brought
whole
to you
episode.
by being brought to you by our good friends live and direct in Alexandria, Virginia at Myron Mixon's Pitmaster.
Yes.
Oh, I said that shit right. Thank you, Iron.
Barbecue.
Thank you, Chris Bassett.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lover.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Easy Street.
Candace.